That is actually terrible. Yeah. Hero gains 100 max health, sure. Whoa, the next 3 battles, allies start with 200 might and shield. It gives you a great start if on the map you can we get to an elite that quickly? No. Alright, so then it's useless. Okay. Hero gains 100 max health. And I'm going the tank route. And these are in all different positions. Wait, what? Oh no, they're all Inquisitor anyway. Inquisition, Relentless Stalker. Yeah, why are these in different positions each time? Yeah, I mean, that's what happens. Games get popular and people and devs will pick the best, what they think is the best mechanics from a game to bring forward. And I endorse that 100%. Because trying to take a good mechanic from this game that falls into sort of this genre and this game that fits over here and taking out something unique from each one and creating a combination can yield some really good results. I got a 100-point base health. It's normally 800. I got oh yeah, was it 840 last time or was it 800? I can't remember. I thought it might have been 800. Plus 420. So taking good points from games is great. This, as long as you end up with a good product. What do we have here? We've got the Monster Train talent tree at the start, except you get all 3 of them each time. Which, you know, okay, cool. You get to actually plan a bit of a build. That's totally fine. But I don't know why they change position each time. Don't do that. That's... The only thing I can think of is if there's a 4th one you unlock, and then you get to choose 3 from 4, which does make things a little consistent, but still gives you a little bit of randomness. Now, clearly we see some... Unless someone brings up a game prior to Slay the Spire, I joked with FTL, but this map's definitely more Slay the Spire. How do you make a map... Like, I think like it's a map. Why would you do it any different than something that's a really good way to do a map? You know, what are they supposed to do? Make it crappy? So there's nothing wrong with laying out a map this style, right? It looks good, but you know, clearly inspired. The card thing and the auto battle thing. I like the auto battle thing though. One upgrade, one elite, 2 elites, 3 upgrades. You're commenting on the illusion of choice? Yeah, it's definitely an illusion of... Well, no, it is choice. Like, because you can... But it's more... Maybe the illusion of randomness. It definitely doesn't have randomness in that. But you choose your build. Or are you talking about the map? Two elites, 2 relics, 2 upgrades, 3 upgrades. Event, elite, upgrade. 1 for 1. Oh, these would be randomly generated nodes. I think trying to pick this apart and say, oh, this is this or this doesn't have that is a waste of time because it's an algorithmically generated map. To give guaranteed unit banners on the 5th and 10th floor, and then the rest of it will be something like no elite probably before the first banner. You know, and it'll have other factors in there that'll create a map and then and join the things. And then either the first battle will be Slay the Spire, like where each of these will be the same and it won't matter, and these two would be the same, and where that would be the second battle will be the same as that one, or they'll just be unique or randomly picked as you go. The two diverging, this one, the difference is that one goes to an elite, so you would choose whether you want an elite or a non-elite. This one here, you would never go this way. You would 100% from this node only go that way as a player, because that gives you a choice, whereas this one doesn't. But that's the product of an algorithmically generated map. Right? That gives the effect of it looks like a dungeon map, because dungeons could look like that, or cave system looks like that. It hasn't been handcrafted like that. You're thinking too meta on that design level. Even if you handcraft it like that, yes, you could truncate it, but why? You're creating a map for the player to traverse, not something that's you know what I mean? It'd be nice if it compared branches at it. No, it wouldn't. That'd be terrible. Because then you'd end up with maps that would end up with like really skinny paths and nothing there. It's giving the idea of you're traveling through, let's say, a cave system, and things like that appear in the real world, or in this case, the hellish underworld. You know, in the real world, if you go into a cave, it doesn't truncate it based on identical situations. You know, that's what in here is for. Snacks. Why can't different paths be the same in the real world? You gotta remember, they can be. Oh, you can zoom. Default timer during draws is 7 seconds. Transform all shield into might. 2 seconds stun, 3 seconds silence. 2 seconds stun could be okay. Shield you. So these guys are terrible. So you do want to swap them out or upgrade them. Like our tank is doing way more damage than these guys by a long shot. Like base damage is 24 with 8 attacks a second, and theirs is 16 with 0.58 a second. Gives 15 shield and 15 might to a random ally. When does he do this? This is something that I still haven't worked out. Like, how often do they do this, and when do they do it? I'm assuming I don't have to click on them to do it, because I've seen some of these spells get cast. They need mana to do it? Yeah, but it doesn't say how much mana it costs to cast it. They need 100% mana to do it? Okay. I'll upgrade a card. Stun from 2 to 3 seconds. 75 shield, draw 2 cards. Let's go ahead and take that. These guys are going to jump. I should just shield up. It's really fine. I see. So they're mannering up and they're doing that. Man, that Drago looks like he's about to die. That was terrible. Wish we could see the upgrades on these cards. No. All allies gain 20 spikes. Draft unit. Warg. 15 DPS. Let's compare to the Dragos. So they're definitely, like, the Dragos are the worst, right? Oh, they're level 0. So buffing them to level 1 might not be too bad. But I think the Granite Gargoyle looks pretty good here. Might actually have more damage output than the hero. Yeah, okay. Alright, and we'll swap him out with the guy that's almost dead. Yeah, Wolf. It's okay. Oh, look at our gargoyle, dude. So these guys also, they're gonna run. Right, he's range. What was the passive? Every time you spell, all units gain 10 mana. That's pretty cool. Yeah, game's alright. How's your weekend gone, dude? He's being attacked by that one. He's being attacked by those two. Why is he getting attacked? It shows who they're getting attacked by. It'd be really nice to also see who they're attacking. But it should be fine, I guess. There we go. I think it's a rarity. Or it could be type. For 3 seconds, all attacks will knock back the target 3 tiles away and inflict stun for 1 second. It's our dude. He's on 86 health, so he's slowly dying or healing. Alright, looks like they get a percentage of health back as a heal. It's a taunt karma spell. Deal 100 damage. Put a copy of this card on top of your draw pile. It's good if you're drawing a lot. We have a card that draws 2 cards. Is 100 damage worth it? Maybe. Do we want to be taking card draw? This dude's passive is 10 mana every time you cast a spell. Why did my tank turn around? That's something that's really interesting. Like, why did he turn around to fight this guy? Does these guys have taunts? This guy doesn't have a taunt, and he was already attacking this guy down in the corner. Why did he decide to turn around and attack that guy? And now, why all of a sudden is he attacking this one again? Vampire Fairy. At the start of each combat, all ally units gain lifesteal for 2 seconds. I mean, you take it, but we'll see how useful it is over 2 seconds. Heal back combat at the beginning. Well, the problem with the heal back at the beginning is that you don't attack first, you've got to move. I wonder if we set up here, if we can get to the snake before the spider. Oh, why would you stand there, dude? he broke out of that stun real quick. Oh, he wasn't stunned, he was just pushed back. Bash. Yeah, the vampire effect wears off before you even get to the enemies and have a chance to swing. It's kind of silly. For 3 seconds, all attacks will be knocked back. Nah. Purgatory. Deal 175 damage to all allies. Gain 3 energy. Discard your cards and draw a new hand. Let's go with no. And 50 mana. Could actually be okay, but... Upgrade a non-hero unit. These guys are just so bad. It almost makes you... Unless you get someone that's really good, I think you almost always want to just draft here. It could be wrong. It could be upgrade the dude that you have to a level 2. Maybe they're just so strong at level 2 they're worth having. Yes, that's rubbish. Whereas that's reasonable. An extra 115 health, 6 damage, 6 DPS. And they get... Smash also inflicts 1 fracture for 1 second. That's terrible. It's almost going to do no extra damage because the chance of the enemy getting hit in that 1 second... But still, the rest of it's good. You can change enemy, but you can't... Oh yeah, you can actually go back and choose draft. I don't know if you can choose draft. If you choose draft, is there an option to not draft and go back and upgrade? Oh, we have to choose which one we want to upgrade them into. Oh, I see. I wasn't even looking at that. I was looking at a different comparison. So they make the crappiest tank if you're doing that. So we're giving them sort of almost like hero paths. Oh, because he comes as Fusion 1. I guess at level 1 he's a Fusion dude. So it looks like it's same stats. It looks like it's better to just take the path that they're already on. Okay, we can buy a relic. So what do we got? Okay. Receive 30% discount on... Whenever you draw a new hand, a random ally gains 150 shield. Not terrible. Whenever a spell card is played, deal 100 damage to a random enemy. Whenever an enemy unit dies, draw a card. At the end of each combat, all ally units gain 100 health. Yeah, that's good sustain. But I wonder if something like whenever you draw a new hand, a random ally gains 150 shield. That's almost... You could make an argument that's the equivalent of 150 health per turn. Yeah, 100 health on top of whatever percentage, yeah. And I wonder if that's first turn as well. Let's find out. I think that's worth finding out. Yep. It is first turn. So our tank just gained 150 health. No, kill the snack. Oh, he's tanking all the damage, so we don't care. Hey, two curbs. That's okay. It's got a nice mix of good mechanics from games that we like, and as tradition has taken the awful unlock system as well. Select 2 units and swap tiles. I like that. Who is this? Gold Blin. I have no idea what this guy is. He just showed up. Disappears at the end of combat. Loses 2 health every second. Can't be removed. Are we supposed to protect him? If he lives, I get gold? Is he an ally? Well, he does no damage. So... I think I should have gone for that guy. No, go. Oh, he's got all the shield. That's amazing. Alright, let's... Oh, little dude died. Snake Bird, at the end of your turn, with this card in your hand, all allies will receive 5 decay. Well, maybe I don't want 5 decay. Oh, we've got enough armor? Doesn't matter, let's... At the start of each combat, gain 1 energy. Nice. Deal 50 damage and inflict 3 fracture to 3 seconds to 3 random enemies. I'm a bit... fractures seems... The fractures don't stack, like they all play individually. So you end up with all these... You could probably end up with a high amount of fracture for a very short time, but then they start dropping off. So unless you're getting, because a turn is 7 seconds. So best case, you can only get the fracture on enemies that you play like at the start, and if there's any walking involved, it all drops off. Wish it said 3 times to an enemy instead of 3 random. May as well just be inflict 9 fracture to an enemy for 9 seconds. For 3 seconds. The problem with that is 9 fracture is potentially brutal to a boss. Right, especially at the end of the fight when you've got everyone attacking the boss. Like 9 fractures pretty much double damage for 3 seconds. So yeah, it's not random if you only have 1 enemy left. And 50 damage. So this is the dude that summons more dudes all the time. I wonder if we just pummel the boss. Where was the damage from the slide? Ripped off, man. Has to be tall between them. Hit mechanics suck. Just saying. Okay, he's got heaps of armor, so just ignore that. Ignore that snack. Achievement unlocked, Palisade. Yeah, that 150 armor is huge. Looks like it's not a full heal, it's just a bigger percentage of heal after that. This combat, every time an ally gains might, deal the same value as damage to random enemy. For 3 seconds, gain the stacked spikes as shield when spikes is triggered. Spikes is already kind of... unless you get an artifact or relic. Overflow's got a good upgrade, but we're not really miting up. We're not really doing anything. Do more karma and shield stuff. I'm going to skip there. So an inventory, an inventory, a team spot, energy, or the cards. What was the one? The thing we're doing is every time we gain a new hand. That one's every time we draw 3 cards. Sentinels gain 10 shield and 10 might every time you draw 3 cards. Which one's the Sentinels? If that includes that one. Let's go energy this time. So whether the event elite we fought was just even harder than regular Act 2 elites, we don't know. Take tank. Okay, so our idiot got the... Oh no, it is a full heal after the boss. Okay. Bonk. You take some heavier spells. Four regular energy and 5 on turn 1. I don't know who my dude's going to be attacking. That was a lot better. Hey Carhawk, yeah, it's a big increase. We fought an elite fight, but it came from an event in Act 2 and just got absolutely murdered. Gain 15 might for every card with the word might in your deck. That's reasonable. We've got 4 of them, so it'd be 60. Each point increases the attack speed. Gain 25 haste. 4 seconds, so each point increases attack speed by 0.01. So that would be 0.25, which is, you know, like most of the numbers in numbers games, getting too big to actually care about. And it doesn't stack, so... So that's actually, it includes itself, so that's 100 might. Actually not that way. Well, it's alright. Compared to, so 1 mana for 50 or 2 mana for 100. In one card, and we needed heavier cards because we've got heaps of energy, so why not? Look at the sheer number of enemies though. He's attacking from where? We just... we can get draw and another karma and... Yeah, that 150 armor a turn is ridiculous. It's also a reason to not have a fourth person, I guess. Not much of one. Remove the might. No. Yeah, the number of units you're fighting now is much larger. Not just their hit points. Resurrect the last dead unit to fight for its side. Beholder. So you want to kill off the Beholder first then. And you don't ever want to get two Beholders because they're probably sitting there rezzing each other. But if I go there, these two will attack the Beholder. He won't. Such a tough call. Unless we put a stun out like there. You out of there. Okay, Beholder dead is good. I think that was like the most necessary thing. Now I gotta find out who my guys are attacking. He's attacking no one yet, so he's probably gonna attack this guy. So that's maybe the one we want to get taken out first, maybe. Oh, that drag's in a bad space. Bad space. Hey Renner Skyman, this is Hadean Tactics. We have a deck building roguish autobattler, dungeon crawly. I think those are all the numbers words I needed to add. You can zoom in. You can't move around though. Oh, you can rotate, but there's no move, so you're always sort of looking at the center. Feel the game seems decently polished. Yeah, the polish is there, but they've polished something that's need to be improved before polish. It depends what people you have working where. Yeah, user interface needs a little bit of work, but things like the art, but that's what's happening more and more these days, and it's what you'd expect, because we know that with the rise of things like Unity and Unreal and other game engines that come with an IDE to work inside, a drag and drop or a WYSIWYG, we get more games, and we get them created from the bones or parts from other games, or sometimes just straight up clones of other games. And unfortunately, usually the clone ends up looking better because it's easier to find or to put higher quality art than it is to come up with higher quality gameplay. And sadly, this feels more like that than I'd rather see something extremely unpolished and ugly that plays really well and is really amazing than something bright and shiny that is just subpar. Unfortunately, Twitch chat wants to see things that are bright and shiny. Loop Hero is, like that, okay? I think pixel art is great. I think Loop Hero's art is awful. But I don't care, because the game is really good. The mechanics are refined to more than enough. We could pick them apart and say this could be better or that could be better, but games that get released in that sort of state, that's pretty good. Let's upgrade our dude again. Focus on that. Achievement unlocked. Powerhouse. Loop Hero has tons of polish. Then I guess you're using the word differently to what I'm used to it from an industry standard. Okay, so this is the... Last time we had to fight a thing. This is the choice where we get to take a relic versus gold. The last time we had to fight an elite. In the distance, a goblin in a black suit calls to you. Psst, hey you. You approach him. You're traveling the underworld, right? Want to invest in something that can help you? Make you stronger? I have just the thing. He shakes a locked box. Sounds like something valuable inside. Could be anything. Now, it's not very cheap. What's inside could surprise you. Remember, it's an investment. What do you say? Trade in all of your gold for a random relic. Oh, I've got a lot of gold. Let's not do that. Yeah, plays well. That's definitely that's included, I guess. A very Slay the Spire clone map. Yeah, we talked about the map. Why would you make a map any different if this is the type of game you're going for, where you want to have nodes that run, along a path? You could do it horizontal, but does that make a difference? I actually think that would be worse, because the game screen space, lets you put stuff on the information on the side that won't get in the way with a map, and we can scroll the map up and down with a scroll wheel. Slay the Spire did an amazing job of... I don't want to say they designed that map or defined it, because there might have been other games before them that did a vertical map with interconnected nodes. But it's the most recent one that I can think of that sort of put it up there with elites and regular fights and shops and other stops along the way. But I would consider it along the same lines as a wheel. We're not going to start seeing octagonal or 16-sided wheels anywhere in the near future. Once they got that circle down pat, that's pretty much all you're going to get for a wheel. Now, occasionally car companies will make tires with little ridges in the grooves and stuff, but in all essence, it's going to be a circle of rubber, you know. So having this as an expectation, I think, is now... if someone tried to do it different and just made it worse, we would criticize them wholeheartedly and say, this is rubbish, why didn't you just do it like Slay the Spire? So we don't get to have the other side of the coin and be like, oh, you've made a Spire clone. You know, and that way no one has a chance to get it right. So I would rather see this than something else that doesn't work. Yeah, that's all it is. It's an information screen. We have a beholder that will raise the dead, so we want to move him out of here. And we can. So let's do that. It'd be the same as being like, oh, the combat field is very grid-like. Let me pick my first game I played that had square combat and say it's very that-like. You know what I mean? The possibilities are endless. Monster Train have... yeah, but that's the thing, like, if you want a path that has like an FTL path, or a Slay the Spire path, or a Curse of the Dead God path, or a Hades type path, or a, you know, all those games that just want to have a dungeon map. You know, Monster Train, I like the way that's sorted out, where it's 7 rings and you have to choose one side of each and it comes with an assortment of stuff. But if you just want a node-to-node combat, like node-to-node game, you're going to end up with something that looks somewhat like this. And I feel that this one gives the player the best strategy to be like, how do I want to path this with the build I've got? What's my route? Yeah, and you notice it when games do things worse. It becomes very clear when you're like, this game does it, but it's just worse. Well, that's the thing, and it definitely becomes a why reinvent the wheel, especially if you're reinventing it somewhere else or whatnot. You know, I agree, Micro. Like, choosing it, if you're creating a game from a bunch of mechanics that you're taking from games that you think will merge together, take those mechanics. If you're choosing them because you think they're the best and they're working well. Okay, everyone better kill this guy. I'll be very angry otherwise. This is where, I think this part now is where the game loses it for me as a strategy. Because once you kill one thing, it's like, who are they attacking next? What can I do to, you know, make sure that my team all attacks the same guy? I can't. So now we're whittling everyone and it becomes, like, look at this, these 3 guys are jumping on that guy. I mean, we shield him up and hope for the best. Do I want to swap anyone? I don't know who's going to be attacking who then. So I'll just put spells on the lowest. What about that guy? He's attacking him, so what if we swap him with him? Now I can't find out who this guy's attacking. Ah, look, he's running around to attack. Why? Let's get you out of there. My Draugr is dying. So let's swap him with him. Give him some shield just to maybe help him out. Deal 100 damage to that guy. Oh, I should have just killed him. And then done 100 damage to someone else. It is a weird space. I think... I wonder what... We can't see what the upgrades go to either. If that can upgrade to draw 3 or be 0 and costing 1. We do have extra energy, so it's not terrible. No. Okay, let's take that. I don't know. I don't like being quick to judge because I want to see the depth in games, but this one straight off the bat, it just strikes me as a highly polished version of something we've seen in a lot of different places already. There's nothing truly inspiring or original, except the combination of many mechanics and features taken from other games, put together in a veritable sort of like a trifle, except without the essence of what you want in one of those, which is actually being good. For some reason, I've managed to reduce the battle speed. I saw that up there. I was wondering why that got reduced. Like, I kind of want to see what happens, but I also don't. Let's give you some armor and draw. This is going to be terrible because that beholder is going to res everyone, and there's almost nothing we're going to be able to do about it. And maybe if I slide him down there and put these guys in a spot where they can attack it. It's really hard to find and commit to core fun mechanic idea, especially if it's a new studio. It's always easy to add stuff. More is more. Yeah, and I think that's the issue where I think these guys, like I said, studios are now starting to develop more of an ability to produce good quality looking games. And they're adding to that every sort of season. We get games that play out better, less buggy, in overall, generally less buggy. Let's leave Cyberpunk somewhere else. You know, and games are starting to have better overall feel to them. Because I think in general the expected experience in newer studios is higher. I honestly think that I think what we get better quality games from studios that like the same thing's happening with studios that don't have the art budget, where they're actually coming up with new ideas and developing stuff that looks less than playable, because they've got solid experience in actual like game theory and love of games, rather than let's just go make a game because everyone's doing it these days and we can make money. You can suck up as much air as you want, Micro. Our talent. Whenever a spell card is played, deal 100 damage to a random enemy. And we're playing spell cards because we've got a spelly person. What's the passive now? Every time you play a spell, yeah, it's 10 mana. Oh, that came from there, but I don't think we've got any others. Whenever an ally unit kills an enemy, it gains 15 damage for 10 seconds. That's nice. Gives a random ally unit 35 shield 2 times. On the next turn, draw 2 extra cards. Okay, so every point of haste is 0.01 attack per second. So 25 haste just increases your attack per second by 0.25. I really need to get someone in to replace my drow. Went for the greed. Greed was not obtained. Doesn't matter. My tank seems to be taking a lot of damage. Ah, okay. We can't upgrade this anymore, so at least we have to draft now. And we draft a level 2. So I think taking the upgrade, like getting a unit in Circle 1, Act 1, and upgrading it is the way to go, because now it's fully upgraded. Which means we recruit a level 2 instead of recruiting 2 level 1s. We can get another tank, but that seems silly. What does the healer do? Give all allies 15 mana. Uses its mana to give all allies 15 mana. And whenever we cast a spell, we give all allies 15 mana. And it's going to remove stuff. I mean, I don't think I want a second tank. Gain shield, gain might. Which isn't terrible having... Okay, having 2 units give gain shield, gain might when we're giving a lot of shield isn't terrible. Plus we can swap who's tanking so that this guy doesn't die all the time, maybe. Although this guy doesn't actually have that much health compared to that guy, but still. Everyone's gaining might. It's pretty good. No, I'm sorry, it's not a percent. It's a per second. So if you're attacking at 1 second per attack, it would increase that to 1 attack per second. It would now be 1.2 attacks per second. Might is just straight plus damage. Our Talon's doing a lot of work, yeah. Also, the random shield every time we have a turn, which I'm guessing would also go off if you have a card that does remove, like, discard and draw a new hand. Shield throw. When this unit gains shield, deals the value as damage to a random enemy instead. No, I don't want it to be instead. Okay, I want to kill that beholder first, so... And that guy, but let's... the dude die? Can't see if I wasn't watching. I don't think it matters. No, he didn't. He was in mid, like, phasing or something. Okay. Woof, nice. Alright, well our tank was really low health. I think we've gained more health than we've lost off the new tank. That's kind of okay. Deal 175 damage. If the target is killed, gain 2 energy and draw 2 cards. That seems okay. Could also upgrade it. Or take a relic. That's a tough call. Do I have anything else I want to upgrade? Is probably the answer to that. Maybe, but not really. So let's take the relic and 1 upgrade then. Really want to get that guy. This is a problem. Man, is this a problem. The boy's taking a lot of damage. I actually have to take a heal. All units in the area. What's the area though? Is it a 2x2? We have a thing with shield though that gains might, so that could be pretty good for us. Necro Peach. Whenever an ally unit is damaged by a card, it gains 75 might and lifesteal for 2 seconds. Yeah, I'm not interested in... We need a 1 damage card then if that's the case. I might actually take... I'm going to see what the upgrade on this is. That's 75. 260. That's a big damage upgrade. But I think I'm going to take the heal going into the boss fight. Okay, so there is a Necro in the boss fight, which sucks. Imagine if he brought back a boss. Okay, What I'm really curious to do is to put one of my guys here and swap, and then see if I can move my guy again. The boss's move name? Yas Queen Slay. Deal 225 damage to all units surrounding Azil. Yeah, it'd be pretty bad if it doesn't work. The easiest way is swap with that one. Dude, one of our dudes died. Kinda sucks. Yeah, it did shield the enemies as well. Oh, here we are. Nice. Achievement unlocked, the Wing of Lust. Next, 2 times an ally unit uses a skill, it gains 100 mana. Gain might equal to your current gold, which is good, but I think I want to spend my gold. That's a lot of might, though. Draw all the cards with the word might from your discard pile. They cost -1 this turn. Yeah, kind of, why not? Now, do we want the extra 2 draw? We don't need the extra energy. The open party slot could be good to have a 4th dude. I think that's better. He's going to have to get a 4th dude, but I'm pretty sure we will. Okay, so what have we taken so far? Our dude is a what? Inquisitor 2. So he's Demon. We're taking Demon 1 though? But... Wait, or are we taking... Why? Where's option 3 for one of these? We don't get... What was he? So there are 4 options. Can I use someone from my bench? They're like level 0. So we can use them in the meantime, but they're kind of trash. Which is fine, I guess, they're fodder. So you can't get a level 3 of the same dude. And at level max, I guess this means that this is the last boss. I probably should have... Oh, can you... So you can bench before you start, that's good. Dude, my dude's dead again. The ramp up between acts is brutal? Yeah. Let's sit the upgraded dude just so he can heal. These are all look at these guys. These are all guys that are going to multiply. Look at this. Yeah, like these guys don't do any damage, so it's not too bad, but gain 125 health. That's not terrible. But I don't know if I... need a better way of gaining health for our dude. This guy's good, but I think if he's good, then we're not going to need to heal him. Until then, he's not so good. Draw all cards with might from your discard pile and upgrade them. They're all kind of crappy anyway. Let's draw 3. That's probably better. I like that better. Merchant approaches you carrying her cart, all teeth and horns and tail. We've seen her before. Let's upgrade a card for 25 gold. Sounds pretty good. Upgrade our boy to Relentless 3, give him more hit points. Dream Team, plus he got a bunch of health from that, so he should be able to... He's got 369 health, he should definitely be staying. Where can I spend my gold? At the store here. Fireball! Throws a fireball that deals 75 damage to all of its enemies. Each point decreases attack rate by 1. When bound, when bound unit receives damage, all other bound units on the board receive the same amount of damage. So hopefully that one's bound as well. No, inflicts bound. Ah, well that sucks. Please murder that guy. Like super quickly. Oh, that was a big chunk of damage you got there, buddy. Oh, my dude. My dude. I wonder if I swap. What'll happen? The bound is hurting so much, but so is this fireball, man. I don't think I want to swap. Give me turn. Oh, nice. We got the shield in just in time. I think you're in trouble now. Win from spells. Hey Chromo, how you doing, man? We got Ofuda. When an ally unit dies, it explodes, dealing 200 damage to enemies one tile away. Eh. Next attack deals triple damage. Give me some mass Healy relic. At the start of each combat, get a bomb. Random ally gains 50 mana. First card drawn after the end of your turn has its cost reduced by 1 this turn or until it's played. Okay. Whenever a talent card is played, all allies gain 25 mana. Whenever an ally unit dies, gain 1 energy, draw 1 card. Every 7 cards drawn, a random ally gains 150 might. And we could also hire a a Minos. Or a level 2 Draug. Let's get this Minos in. The first card drawn after the end of your turn has its cost reduced by 1. Or until it's played. No. Can we buy a heal? Might have to actually just take a heal. Red Bandana. Every 10th attack is triple damage. You're having waffles and pancakes tonight. So you end a period where all you can eat is a flour-based product, which is basically flour and water, and you're swapping it for 2 other flour-based products that include sugar and maybe milk and egg. Is it wrong that I just told my son to show my wife the stink bug he caught? No, that's totally fine. No, that's messed up, dude. Like, you've gone from a diet of flour and water to a diet of flour and water. Go get yourself a steak or have some fish or something, you know, or chicken. He can't hit from there because he's range. We okay with this? I guess so. And you can still move him around after that. That's kind of cool. Terrible. Discard pile, so it's escalated quickly. Okay. Hey Boomshy, how you doing, man? The only reason I survived is our Talon? Maybe. But I think that's the idea, is that when you get relics, you need to pick cards that will help synergize with them. So the reason that I survived with our Talon is because I was, you know, hopefully, let's go with smart enough to recognize how to get the most out of that. Good with Karma? Yeah, well, we had Karma first, though. So, getting that was a nice deal. And I don't think it matters what we do here, so we can just... Yeah, I'm good, man. We got any upgrades we can put on anyone? No. Okay, so do we possibly want to draft? Maybe. A Ghost Warg or a Dark Preacher. What does the Ghost Warg do? Protects unit from damage. Silences all enemies for a second. Alright, let's get this Ghost Warg in. Let's get Draugr out, Ghost Warg in. Can we rest or can we upgrade? I think we're going to be resting. I think we're in a position though where we're dying. So we take the upgrades. Brass Goggles. Every time you play an Artifice, draw a card. We've got a bunch of Artifice cards. Warlock, a woman calls to you. She takes your hands and puts something in them. Please, please let my brother go with you. He needs someone, anyone, I promise you. He won't even notice he's there. Her voice cracks. I just can't do it anymore, please. In your hands is an insect. Every time you... Parasitic Relic. Every time you play a spell card, one random card in your hand has its cost reduced by 1 this turn. Deal 20 damage to ally units. No. We're already dying enough. The Witch's Bottle. Every time you draw a burden, allies gain shield. We don't have any burdens, but that's alright. I think we're actually going to rest here. And unfortunately, that one up there... Who do we take? Well, this guy's got no health. So we're taking our hero on these 3 guys. Kind of want our Gargoyle, though. 700 health versus... We can't. Alright. Wow, that's a boss fight. 12,000 hit points. At least there's no Dark Piglet. Oh, and a Pet Slime. Man, we want to get that Pet Slime out of here, like, so quickly. Where's my swap? There we go. Slime. if you end the oh man, what do we get from we just picked up a burden? Allies gain 20 shield. Okay, cool. We have to play this, which sucks. We also have to give our dude. That's not our dude. Where's our dude? There we go. Almost got that slime. Okay, the multiplying slime's down, but our tank's about to die. He got the 150 hit points. Shield though. Every time we gain Artifice, draw a card. Who's next to die? You? Okay. Leprechaun, how you doing, man? Man, that sucks so much. I mean, our tank's just holding on here. Okay. What do we get out of it? We also get 10 might if we give them shield. And I think us having the shield is worth more to us than the bonus we give to them, so it's totally fine doing like that. Oh, a tank is so close to dead. And then he's still alive. He's on 14 hit points, 14 shield. But nice. Tank down. No, he's not. Oh, he gained. Okay, where's the... Okay, we're gonna lose the wolf that we just picked up, but that's okay. Tank's on 7 hit points with 149 shield. Wolf died. Tank just got another 150. Tank's on 388. There we go. If we get her down there. Nice, she hit our DPS who had more health. Tank just picked up more stuff. That should be tank will taunt. Yeah, we're just gaining armor now. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Unlocked. One more card. Yay. That was fun. Do I think the game is worth getting? I think with people's experience with FTL and Slay the Spire, that there's not going to be a game worth getting as a general answer to that question for a long time. It depends how much disposable income you have and how much time you want to spend playing games and stuff. It's too hard to put a value on it.